Hi everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids and this is the Sony Xperia T. Now if you haven't seen my previous videos on this mobile phone, please do check the main channel page and the links underneath this video. You will see an unboxing and first look and also my test of the camera, and that is one of the big highlights of the Xperia T, a 13 megapixel camera on the rear, and it's also capable of capturing full HD video. I tested this, extremely pleased with the results, and in fact the photos, if I just unlock the phone here and show you the gallery, the photos are absolutely amazing. You will be so pleased with how this camera performs. This is my little puppy Milo, big excuse to introduce him in a lot of my videos over the next week or so, and the clarity is just brilliant. It was a nice sunny day on this particular sort of photo morning, and just the detail is brilliant, even in the sort of darker areas underneath the mouth here. Very good. And here's one here. This is experiencing a little bit of lens flare. You can see some lens flare coming in from the left hand side, which is a little bit of a shame, but the actual photo is still very pleasing and very well toned as well. Let me just skip through the next few. And we've also got another really nice photo coming up. This one here, and again this was a little bit more sheltered, and yet still we've got a really nice amount of detail in the photo. And the video footage in that HD video sample that I did, extremely good as well. Now let's pop back out to the home screen. Just going to cover off some of the other good points of this particular mobile phone. The first one is the actual form factor. It's really nice, comfortable design. There's a slight curvature to the shape of the handset, and it's got some nice sort of beveled edges around the sides and the back as well. So although it looks like quite a square sort of rigid handset from the front, it is very comfortable indeed to hold. I don't think you'll be disappointed at all with how this actually feels in the hand. With regards to battery life, well, battery life very good as well. That's probably down to only being a dual core processor, which is a little bit of a shame, but it still performs admirably. But battery life, you're going to get day and a half easily out of the Sony Xperia T, so they've done a really good job on battery management. Also, the screen. The screen is very nice indeed. Very clear and just a pleasure to look at. Not so keen on the overlay that Sony put on their Android handsets, but that's a personal choice. I'm just not a great fan of it. I prefer something a little bit more sort of vanilla, sort of a jelly bean or ice cream sandwich. I don't really like the overlay that Sony use. I prefer something like HTC Sense or TouchWiz that Samsung do if I'm going to have to put up with an overlay. Now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about performance. The actual performance of this, yes, it is just a dual core processor, but it feels very responsive. In fact, I would go so far as to say you don't really need quad core nowadays. Quad core is nice if you're doing something like some high-end gaming, but this responds to the touches, it launches applications nice and quickly, the camera's nice and fast, and everything just goes along at a nice smooth rate, so I don't think you have any issues at all with the actual performance. Let's talk a little bit about call quality. After all, this is a mobile phone. We've got the earpiece at the top here, and then down the bottom here we have got the little pinhole microphone for making and taking phone calls. Very clear incoming call quality and extremely clear outgoing call quality as well. You're not going to have any issues with that at all. The actual dialer is very nicely spaced as well, and it's just a pleasure to use for making and taking calls. Let me just pop round the back again. I just want to highlight the little speaker on the back. It is a tiny speaker, but again, it does perform very well. I don't think you're going to have any complaints at all about using this as a media device. The screen is really nice as well, so when you're playing back video, again, the Xperia T really delivers a nice experience. So this is running Ice Cream Sandwich, a little bit of a shame. It should get a Jelly Bean update very soon, but for now the Sony Xperia T is a really classy looking mobile phone and well worth checking out if you're in the market for an Android based mobile phone. Thank you very much for watching this video review. If you've enjoyed it, please do give it a thumbs up. Please do subscribe to the Geekanoids channel, and I will see you all in the next one.